Hi, and welcome to The Buzz. My name is Tony Scelzo. I've got Hazel Walker in our studio, the what is it, area director, franchise
Executive
director?
director,
Executive
franchise
director.
owner.
I should know that because I copied your title when I made up mine for Rainmakers. And what is the whole state of Indiana?
Central Indiana. Northern Indiana is not mine.
Central Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, not yet. And we got kind of a great guest today.
Good.
Because hey, a lot of people don't know this, that Hazel was actually one of our founding members of Rainmakers.
Yep, and I'm still a member.
And one of the first, really, probably 25, 30 people that helped me put this together.
Yeah, the first time we met, we were in a little, like a bar in Broad Ripple.
Yeah.
There was just 25 of us.
Well, there's a lot of story there.
Was.
BNI. Now, you know, you and I get these calls almost probably every other month, and someone's like, they kind of got their hand over their face. They're like, oh, can I be a member of BNI and Rainmakers at the same time?
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Yeah, what is that?
I think it's confusion about what the two organizations are.
Mm-hmm.
And we're very different and we're very complementary.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of it is people just don't understand that.
Well, I think most of the confusion comes from people who aren't a member of either.
Correct.
Or are in one and never been to the other.
And then you have ex-members of BNI, because BNI is much more structured, and we have a lot of policies and guidelines. So we're not like Rainmakers. And so
walk us through that structure.
A BNI chapter allows one person per profession. So there are 50 chapters. And each chapter is made up of one person per profession. So your competition's never in the room with you.
Sure.
The meeting starts at exactly 7 a.m. in the morning or 11 o'clock at lunch, depending on which one. They do 15 minutes of networking. Then they go right into a very structured agenda.
Sure.
And that agenda is geared to having members stand up and ask what they're looking for and passing referrals to one another. And it ends at 8:30. So it's 90 minutes, the end.
And so it's a closed networking group.
Closed networking.
It is no one, there aren't any more members of one profession in a chapter.
Correct.
And it's weekly.
It's weekly with attendance policies.
With attendance policies.
Absolutely.
And it instills in people a discipline to learn how to use referral marketing to grow their business.
Exactly.
Is that fair?
Exactly.
Where Rainmakers is an open-ended networking event, we don't have any policies on attendance.
Right.
We do about 150 different ice-breaking activities that teach really one of 5 different core principles. One happens to be how to build strategic relationships. The other being hospitality, accountability, yada, yada, yada. It's a really, they're really
very different organizations.
And you and I probably are known most for teaching people how to grow their business through word-of-mouth marketing.
Absolutely.
And when we do that, we don't tell people to be a member of one association, do we? Why?
Because you have to have a diversified network.
Why?
And we normally recommend that you be in 3 or 4, no more than 4.
Okay.
But having different sources for different things, and there's multiple kinds of networks. There's your support network, your knowledge network, and your referral network.
What is a diversified network? You know, I mean, we talk about that, but what does that mean?
How do you diversify your portfolio when you're investing in stocks?
Sure.
So being in a diversified network means you pick a closed contact, you might pick a professional organization, and an open contact. Or a knowledge network, like maybe a Toastmasters or something like that, but that you're getting different things from different ones, and they support each other.
Now, one of the things that I think it's really hard for people to understand is that diversity is important because it helps you not only get different kinds of connections for your own business, but also to build different kind of connections for the people that you're hoping to help.
You're networking with. And that's what we tell our BNI members. You've got to go participate in a Rainmakers or a chamber or any other event, because that's where you're going to find other people, to invite to visit your chapter, to meet your fellow members, and to pass referrals.
Now, I want to hit one other objection that people have. And they go, well, I only have so much time.
You're right.
And I get involved in this and I can't do that. And what do you say to that?
You've got to do your return on investment, and you've got to structure your time. You've got to set your priorities. What are you looking for? What are you trying to get out of your networking opportunities? And then choose accordingly. Regardless, they need to be in 3. They need to be participating in 3 diversified networks. And you have 24 hours. You have 24 hours a day, right? I have 24 hours. I think everyone else has 24 hours. It's all about how you use that 24 hours. You make the time for those things that are important to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the objection I hear quite often is, that B&I has so many rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you don't like structure, we are not your organization.
Well, you know what's funny is that the flip side of that is, you know, we'll lose people that don't come for 6 months and wonder why they haven't got anything out of it.
Why didn't it work for me?
Yeah.
I paid my money, Tony.
Yeah, I should be growing my business.
Where's my referrals?
You know, I think it really comes down to, and this is really the thing that I try to teach my coaching clients, our members, is that there is no better way to grow your business than a word-of-mouth marketing
Correct.
plan. There is no better way to spend your time. I was talking to a lawyer the other day with 6 hours on average a month. He had grown his practice $100,000 a year.
Just spending 6 hours networking.
Yes,
absolutely.
And then was objecting to me that he didn't have enough time to go and network. And you know, when we did the math, he was virtually making $2,000 an hour networking. Where he was billing $150 an hour, you know, in his own practice. And people don't do the math. They don't know how to really understand how valuable that time is.
People don't track their numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things we teach is we have a networking scorecard.
Mm-hmm.
So you track your activities for feeding and
Mm-hmm.
nurturing your network. And then we track also, we teach you how to track all of your results from all of your networking. Most people don't track it, therefore they say, oh, it's not working for me. And they do that inside B&I too. They'll walk out and go, it's not working for me.
So the bottom line is, if you're trying to grow your small business and you're looking at networking as an option, you need to put a complete plan together.
Absolutely.
And you need to understand how we work together rather than how it's one or the other.
It's one or the other. Yeah.
See, you see right here, folks.
We're buddies. Have
right.
been for a long time.
You've seen it on the buzz. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.